Hello guys, welcome back to the channel with another video. And today, oh boy, we got a spicy one. DeWanna Bonner just fired some major shots at the Indiana Fever team and their fan base. For this story, we gotta go all the way down to Phoenix. Let's get it. Let's go. Now, let's talk about what just happened. Bonner's plan worked. She went back to Phoenix, right where she wanted to be, and now she's headed to the WNBA championship. But here's the twist. If the Indiana Fever knock off the Las Vegas Aces this upcoming Tuesday, guess who Bonner is going to have to face in the finals? That's right, the very same team she quit on because she didn't like her role. Tell me this isn't box office drama. This is storybook stuff. Now, all the Fever have to do is handle business on Tuesday. They've got to knock off the Aces. Will they win? Honestly, I don't know. The last game was great, but consistency is the issue. And I've been saying this for a while. The Fever don't have a steady, reliable presence at the point guard position. That's their Achilles heel. Odyssey Sims, Aerial Powers, She Petty, even Lexi Hull at times. They're all capable, but it's hit or miss. You never know who's going to show up. Lexi comes in with energy when her number is called, sure, but with the others, it's a roll of the dice. Had the Fever landed Caitlin Clark? We already know the result. Caitlin is Caitlin. She balls out every single night. You know exactly what you're going to get. With Caitlin running this offense, I truly believe the Fever would already be championship bound. But to give credit where it's due, Kelsey Mitchell has been hooping, Aaliyah Boston has been a monster down low, and some role players have stepped in off the bench to fill the gaps. So it's not all doom and gloom. Still, that point guard spot continues to give me pause. Now, let's circle back to DeWanna Bonner. In the next 48 hours, rubber meets the road for her. If the Fever knock out the Aces, it will be the biggest storyline in sports, not just the WNBA. Why? Because Bonner quit on this team. She left Indiana saying she didn't like her role, whispering about locker room issues. But everybody knows she really just wanted to be back in Phoenix with her partner. She even had a press conference late last night, and she didn't hold back. She talked about her season, but a lot of it came across like subliminal shots at the Fever organization and their fans. Honestly, I feel like Bonner's been throwing shade at Indiana from the moment she left. And for what? She got what she wanted. She's back in Phoenix. She's in the finals. Yet she can't stop bringing Indiana up. It's not a good look. Let's be real. Sure, Phoenix pulled off the heist and got Bonner out of Indy, but truthfully, she wasn't contributing much anyway. At this point, I'm starting to believe she tanked herself just to force a trade. If I'm Indiana, I don't let that slide. You sign the contract, you stay. But this is the WNBA, and accountability for players is rare. Here's the kicker. Sports fans are paying attention now. Caitlin Clark brought in new fans. Sophie Cunningham brought in new fans. The league has more eyes on it than ever, and when fans see something shady, they call it out. And that's exactly what's happening with Bonner. When she disappeared earlier this season, Fever fans were rallying for her. They were sending thoughts and prayers, genuinely worried that something serious had happened. People assumed it was health issues, family emergencies, real-life struggles. But nope. Turns out, she just didn't like her playing time. That's wild. After all the money the Fever invested, she pulled this. And then, to top it off, she demanded a trade and said the only team she'd go to was Phoenix. Like, hold up, are you telling me you forced your way out just to go play with your partner? That's not a basketball move. That's a lifestyle move. And behind the scenes, let's not forget the Stephanie White connection. Coach Steph practically opened the door for this, and that's one of the reasons I don't trust the whole situation. If we're being real, the Fever got scammed. Fast forward to last night. Phoenix takes down the Lynx. Bonner sits at the post-game press conference next to Alyssa Thomas, who, honestly, might have the worst attitude in professional sports. And what does Bonner do? She plays the victim card. She accuses Indiana Fever fans of bullying her. Seriously? That's what makes this so crazy. You quit. You forced your way to Phoenix. Now you're in the finals. You won. So why are you still talking about Indiana? Why are you blaming the fans? You got what you wanted, but instead of moving on, you're throwing shade. And here's the kicker. If Indiana knocks out Vegas and meets Phoenix in the finals, Bonner will have to face the very team she bailed on. That's poetic justice. That's must-watch TV. So, what do y'all think? Did Bonner really quit on the Fever? Did Indiana get scammed? And if Caitlin Clark had been there, would the Fever already be in the finals? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
We're going to enjoy in this moment and have a well-deserved day off and then get ready for whoever our next opponent is.
This question is for DB. You've made 15 playoff appearances, the most in league history. After hitting tonight's big shots and your impact on tonight's game, when you reflect on your journey, what stands out?
The people. I think the people that's been on this journey with me for all those playoff runs, first of all. But I don't know. I don't know if I had time to sit back and think about it yet. But just focus on the finals and the next game. And but I will, once the season is over, I'll go back and look at those things. But man, it's hard to get here. It's hard to get to the finals. I was just telling them, like, I've been in the league and all these playoffs appearances, and I only been to the finals maybe 3 times, and just how hard it is to get back there. So I'm just honored and blessed to be back in there with this group.
This is congratulations, guys. Greg Moore, Arizona Republic. This is for DeWanna and Satu. Satu, at the end of the second quarter, you hit a couple of threes and the crowd just was going nuts. And then DeWanna, you did the same thing, but it was at the end of the game. You hit 3 of them. Crowd was going bonkers. For those of us who do not know what that feels like, what does that feel like?
It's electrifying. For me, they always call me dramatic. When you're on that court, all you're worried about is the zone and your teammates, and you're really in the flow. And when you hear the gym just roaring and you feel it shaking, like your body takes it in, and that it just fuels you. It fuels you. I mean, I was tired today, but like, I just hear everything, and I'm like, yeah, you can't disappoint anyone. Everyone is just giving their all. So it's definitely electrifying.
DeWanna, Nate was talking about how well the franchise has treated the coaches, the players with the new practice facility and everything like that. You obviously have some perspective being here back in the day and now with the team now. And I know this is a proud franchise that has always done things well, but how has it changed in this new, the practice facility, all those things? What's it like as a player? Yeah,
it's so crazy because when I came back, I'm like, it feels totally different. Like it's the same, like it's Phoenix Mercury, but stepping into what they've done and just improved like the practice facility and the apartments and everything is just like, it's totally different. I feel like I'm on a whole new franchise, but only person that's there is like Vince. So everybody's different in the front office, but they still treat us the exact same. Like when I was here a couple years ago for 10 years, I wanted for nothing, and it's the same now. We get treated like great athletes, and we have to worry about nothing but basketball. So that's important. That's huge, and we're very appreciative of that.
Curious for you. I mean, I know that this season for you has been a roller coaster.
Oh
mentally.
Boy, tell me about it.
Would you be able to sort of take us through those that mental hurdle and sort of how rewarding it feels now to sort of overcame what you overcame now that you're heading back to the WNBA finals once again? Oh man, I don't know if I've overcome it yet. It's been like a whirlwind, but it's been tough. It's been tough. I went through a lot, especially like the cyberbullying and things like that, but just thankful for my teammates, my family, my kids. I don't think I'm over it, but I'm just gonna live in this moment with them, and I've been riding the wave of them and how much they love it, and they brought joy back to me just watching them play that way and welcome me like that. But just one game at a time, one step at a time, each day, one day at a time. Alyssa probably gets the most. Like some days I'm just like I don't have it, and she kind of pick up the slack. But just happy to be back and happy.
So the media, as expected, did not check DeWanna Bonner on her comments. In case you didn't catch exactly what she said, here's a quote. "I don't know if I've overcome it yet. It's been like a whirlwind. It's been tough. I've been through a lot, especially the cyberbullying. Oh my God." Okay, let's stop right there. So now, according to Bonner, the entire Indiana Fever fan base, the entire Caitlin Clark fan base, are just a bunch of bullies. Why? because fans called her out for doing the one thing you don't do in sports: quitting on your team. I've been following sports for 50 years. Let me tell you right now, this is one of the most blatant cases of an athlete walking away on a franchise I have ever seen. And look, if we actually had sports talk radio covering the WNBA, she would have been ripped to shreds for this. You know how Lamar Jackson got dragged when people thought he quit on the Ravens because of his contract situation? Same thing here, except worse. Bonner abandoned her team, and when sports fans pointed out, she turned around and cried, "Cyberbullying." Nah, that's not how this works. See, this is what happens when a league that's been ignored for years suddenly has the spotlight. You don't get cuddled anymore. You don't get a free pass. You got sports fans paying attention now, and sports fans call it like they see it. That's not bullying, that's accountability. And of course, the responses came flying in.
So, as expected, the media didn't check DeWanna Bonner on her comments. In case you missed it, here's what she said. "I don't know if I've overcome it yet. It's been like a whirlwind. It's been tough. I've been through a lot, especially the cyberbullying." Okay, let's stop right there. According to Bonner, the entire Indiana Fever fan base, and by extension the entire Caitlin Clark fan base, are just a bunch of bullies. Why? Because fans called her out for doing the one thing you don't do in sports: quitting on your team. I've been following sports for 50 years, and let me tell you, this is one of the most blatant examples of an athlete walking away from a franchise I've ever seen. And here's the thing. If sports talk radio actually covered the WNBA, Bonner would have been ripped to shreds for this. Think about it. Remember when Lamar Jackson got dragged by the media for supposedly quitting on the Ravens during his contract drama? Same thing here, except worse. Bonner abandoned her team. When fans called her out, she turned around and cried, "Cyberbullying." Sorry, but that's not how this works. This is what happens when a league that's been ignored for years suddenly has the spotlight. You don't get cuddled anymore. You don't get a free pass. Sports fans are paying attention now, and sports fans call it like they see it. That's not bullying, that's accountability. And the responses came quick. Some fans flat out called her comment a lie. Others said, "She's not the victim. She's the one causing the damage." Cyberbullying? Please. That's just fans doing what they've done to every major athlete since the dawn of sports talk. Criticize, question, and call you out. Think about it. Tom Brady, the GOAT, got roasted every Sunday for 2 decades. Mike